Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group, and today is Monday, December 16, 2024. So look at the calendar ahead. Two really big things coming up. The Fed decisions on Wednesday, and there's a lot of expectations that the Fed's going to cut interest rates on Wednesday, 25 basis points. But equally as important as the decision's going to be any kind of guidance or narrative that Powell does either in the statement or in the press conference afterwards. So that's on Wednesday. A couple other minor things is retail sales are out, industrial production's out, GDP is going to come out for the third quarter, but we're almost at the end of the fourth quarter, so it's really not that significant of a data point. But the other big thing besides the Fed is options and futures expiration on Friday. It's a huge amount of option value. I think it's a record amount of potential notional value for these instruments, and that could move things around. It looks like the positioning is kind of neutral, which would be kind of a sideways trade into Friday. And then some of the things that happens is that, once these instruments expire or get sold, they need to get reestablished. And that could, also cause some volatility up or down, into next week, which is going to be, a short week too. So that's, again, the Fed and the options expiration are the two big things on the calendar this week. Wanted to point out, Bitcoin going, well above 100,000 in all cryptocurrencies, going up a lot recently. And, we'll see how that impacts, liquidity in the rest of the financial markets as well. I want to finish today with a statistic that I saw, which I thought was kind of eye-opening, is the ratio of insiders buying versus selling. Historically, there's more sellers because the executives and board members may be taking stock as part of their compensation, and at some point they want to sell it. And so there's historically there are more sellers than buyers, but recently it's pointed out, and I'll show you the chart here, that there's a lot more sellers than buyers from a historical standpoint. For every buyer, there's 6 sellers, so that's skewed to the negative. And also among the sellers, 2 big ones, Jeff Bezos has sold $12.5 billion worth of stock this year. Zuckerberg has sold $2.4 billion of stock this year. Some people really rely on these things. I think I've always taken the position that there's a lot of reasons to buy and sell. That's really may not be reflective of that person, the insider, he or she's view of the business and of the prospects and like that. But certainly some people do view it as a way of making a decision about the prospects for the business or the markets in general. So again, wanted to point out historical sellers versus buyers. We'll see, if that plays out, in the future. But I thought it was an interesting point and wanted to share it with you. Thank you for listening. We'll be back on Wednesday before the Fed decision. And again, please like and subscribe. We'll talk then. Goodbye.